Hi, my name is Adam Ferst, and I'm a real estate agent. I love my job, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the process of getting into it, how long it takes, what kind of money you can make, and some of the pros and cons of becoming a real estate agent. When I decided to become a real estate agent, I had to get my state license. And to do that, you have to pass an exam. So the process of really becoming a real estate agent is taking the classes necessary to pass your exam. I was able to do it as fast as I've heard anybody do it, which is about 3 weeks online. And it cost me about $1,500. You could do it over a period of months or years if you'd like. You could do it online or in person in a class, but you need to research your local classes, what that will cost you, and also what your state requirements are, because every state will be different. Once you take your licensure exam and you become a real estate agent, you then have to choose a broker. So a broker is the person that represents you. You represent sort of the broker. Broker like Century 21, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, those kinds of large names, Coldwell Banker, Remax, etc. Those are all brokers. And so when you go out and you choose the broker that you're going to work with, in return for using their offices, maybe using their copying machines, getting marketing materials, business cards from them, etc., they negotiate with you a commission split. And what that means is, let's say on day one, you become a realtor, and you have a best friend who says, I want to buy this $1 million house today, okay? I want, to put an offer in, let's get it done. You write up the offer, you help them understand the contracts, you make sure their mortgage financing is in place. There's a number of logistics here. But what happens is they put in their offer, and if they have to get a mortgage, an appraisal needs to be done, there's a whole process for title search. Basically, you're looking at a 45 to 60-day window, and that's the fastest, unless you have a cash transaction, that you're looking at getting paid, because settlement doesn't occur until 45 to 60 days later. So expect, if you have a $1 million transaction, and the standard commission in my area for a $1 million transaction would be 5%, so $50,000 that the seller would pay. That gets split between the buy side and the sell side of the transaction, so the buyer's broker and the seller's broker. You are not the broker, you are the agent. So at the settlement table, you, as half of this $1 million transaction, would get a $25,000 check. You don't get the check, your broker gets the check. You and your broker then will split that amount based on whatever your negotiated split with your broker is. And most folks start at about 50%. Now, if you start individually or on a team, that can all be negotiated separately. So you need to know from day one, that you're only looking at that much money. And it may take you more than 2 months, because you'll have to build up a business and get clients in the process. I love what I do because I get to work with people. I get to wear whatever I want to wear. I get to act the way I want to act. And I get to sell myself. Unfortunately, there are some drawbacks, though. Sometimes you have to work hours that you don't like. People like to see houses in the evenings and weekends. And that sometimes can be an issue, but you get to make your own schedule. So you can decide if you don't want to be that kind of agent. What's also a great advantage for this kind of business is anybody can do it at any age. The median age for a broker or for a real estate agent last year was 57 years old. 10 years ago, that number was 51. So the median age for an agent is actually getting older. So there's a lot of opportunity for people of all ages if you're changing careers to get into this business. I highly recommend it. And if you ever have any questions, just please let me know.